I'm Steve Irvin. We have a lot to catch up on tonight as the state begins to reopen. Today, a number of businesses opening their doors for the first time in months, per the governor's plan. That includes salons and barbershops, as well as a few that might surprise you. And even though they could reopen, other businesses are choosing to remain closed. We're asking why they're hesitant. All this as we gear up for another big step on Monday when restaurants can resume dine-in services. And as more people leave their homes, we're seeing a spike in the number of COVID-19 cases in Arizona. Today, more than 10,500 confirmed cases, up nearly 600 from yesterday. The state reporting 67 new deaths from the disease, making today the single highest day of cases and deaths reported by the state. It's important to note more than half of these reported deaths actually happened weeks ago. They were not reported when they occurred, the state just adding them now. ABC 15 reporter Nicole Grigg explains.
The state doesn't think that deaths were underreported. They say they've always been reporting COVID-19 deaths, but the feds changed the guidance on ways to identify deaths. But experts say numbers will always be missing. 67 new deaths reported today, but the state says there's a reason for the high number. 35 of the 67 new deaths are from death certificates as far back as April 12th. I think it just finally confirms to us that there's more deaths out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that.
The state only starting death certificate surveillance 1 week ago on May 1st. But no one told us ahead of time they were doing this. So the numbers on Friday at first glance look alarming. So how is this being done? It's being done through an internal database within the state, and they say that they're looking for things that were not listed as COVID-19 deaths before. So for example, it could have been listed as coronavirus instead of novel coronavirus, and other ways to link them. The state's former public health director says going back through death certificates is time consuming. And a question is, how far back should the state or the counties go? January, February, March?
It just depends on how much staff they have, what kind of access to the records they have, how big a priority they make it.
We asked members on the state modeling team if adding more deaths will change Arizona models.
We take uncertainty into account in the models. We have specific methodologies that allow us to address uncertainties, and so underreporting of deaths is just one of those uncertainties that we're dealing with.
In Phoenix, Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.